Hi, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a completely unplanned video. Well, I say today, it's 20 past 11 at night on the 27th of June. I'm not long home from work. I have a cup of tea in my vintage Spice Girls mug. Very love it. Very love it. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do a video at this time of night because clearly I can't string a sentence together, but anyway, yeah, very tasty. So I came home to a bit of a surprise today, which I will get to shortly. First though, I want to talk about what I'm reading at the moment, which is Stephen King's The Shining. I don't have the best of relationships with this book. I've started and stopped reading this at least twice before. I can't deal with the creepiness. Well, I couldn't deal with it. I'm now a lot further on than I've ever gotten before. They've reached the hotel. All the staff are gone and they've just been left on their own. So stuff's about to go down. It's going to get real, I think, quite soon. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually flying through it. I never thought I would. The only other book by Stephen King that I've ever read cover to cover was Cell, and I devoured that book. I loved it. I buddy read it with my mum back when it was published in, I think it was 2005, I want to say, possibly 2006, and we buddy read it, and I absolutely loved it. My mum is a diehard Stephen King fan, but still, that is the only other book by Stephen King that I've read cover to cover, and I hope to remedy that with this one. I am enjoying it. The fact that I work in a hotel and sometimes do night shift in a hotel may be a bit, might not be the most clever thing for me to do. I don't deal with spooky things too well, but I am a fan of horror, which is strange. Anyway, so the surprise that I came home to today, I was contacted on Instagram the other day by Quercus Books, and they asked whether I would like a copy of one of their newly published works. And it was completely unsolicited. All they asked for was my address, and they obviously had my name from Instagram. And I was like, okay, yeah, thanks, that'd be grand, thank you. So I got 2 books sent, completely unsolicited. The first one is Firefly by Henry Porter. This is a crime thriller, and it sounds awesome. This isn't the book that's been recently published. I'll get to that in just a moment. But this sounds amazing. The boy is codenamed Firefly. He is Syrian, and he knows too much about an ISIS terror cell, their whereabouts and their horrific crimes. Now he is on the run from them, making his way along Europe's refugee trail, but they are hot on his heels. That is all MI6 knows about Firefly, but it is enough for them to put Paul Samson on the case. Former MI6 agent, now freelance expert at finding missing persons, Samson's job is to find Firefly before his enemies do. It will take all Samson's ingenuity and cunning to locate one boy among the sea of humanity travelling through the Balkans. But Firefly is highly resourceful and determined to survive, no matter what it takes. And some of the blurb that this has received: splendid, an appealing, intelligent hero, and that's from the Times. Magnificent, full of poignant scenes and mesmeric action sequences, that's the Sunday Times. And finally, could not be more timely, and that's from the Guardian. I look really forward to getting to this. This sounds brilliant, right up my street. I've never heard of the author before. Obviously I've heard of Quercus Books, but I've never heard of the author before, and yeah, I'm so excited to give it a go. The next one is the one that is just recently published. Sound out your words, Graham. Sound out your words. It's time to adult now. Sound out your words. Speak properly. Recently published book, and this one is Whitehot Silence by Henry Porter. Timely and terrific, and that's by someone called Mick Herron. An espionage master, and that's by someone called Charles Cumming. Praise for Henry Porter. British espionage action is the best in the world, and Porter is part of the reason why. Lee Child. Remarkable. His best book yet, full of poignant scenes and mesmeric action sequences. Sunday Times. Splendid. Tension is high throughout. Precocious 13-year-old Syrian Naji is an appealing, intelligent hero. The Times. Porter can be trusted to know exactly how much sentimentality, how much action, and how much inside information will make the perfect mixture. He is also a wizard with words. And that's the Literary Review. Could not be more timely. Porter's sympathy for the dispossessed is as cogent here as his skill at sustaining narrative tension. And that's The Guardian. This sounds amazing. I shall read you the inside of the book. On a deserted road in Calabria, Greek aid worker Anastasia Christakos is driving alone to visit one of the... I shall start again. On a deserted road in Calabria, Greek aid worker Anastasia Christakos is driving alone to visit one of the new refugee centres founded by billionaire Denis Hisami, her new husband. She slows down to greet two African migrants she recognises. Too late, she realises they are not her friends. This is an ambush. She manages a desperate phone call to Hisami before her mafia kidnappers silence her with a powerful drug. Hours later, she wakes up in the pitch dark on a container ship, powering eastwards across the Mediterranean. Anastasia has been abducted and held hostage because Hisami has explosive information that his enemies have killed for and will kill for again. But Hisami can do nothing to save his wife. His time as a commander with the Kurdish Peshmerga has caught up with him. The US authorities have seized his passport and jailed him for possible past terrorist activities. For all his wealth, he is powerless. Only one man can help him, Paul Samson, former MI6 agent and a genius at tracking missing persons. He's the obvious choice, but just one snag. Samson was, and probably still is, in love with Anastasia. If he manages to locate and save her, will it be for Hisami or himself? That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. I think that once I've finished The Shining by Stephen King, this here is going to be my next read, because it sounds amazing, and I'm going to have to read it. I'm going to have to get what's in here, because it sounds fab. I'm wittering on. It's 11:30 now. I would like to say a massive thank you to Quercus Books, who sent me this for free and also this for free. So Whitehot Silence and Firefly by Henry Porter. I am very grateful, and I will read these. I will review these, and hopefully you like this video, guys. Completely unplanned, and probably a complete mess, absolute babble. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay fabulous, be amazing, whatever you're doing, have fun, whatever you're reading, enjoy it. I'll see you soon for another video. Thanks. Bye bye.